What's up? Hey, Mickey. Hey, Vera. What's up, C. Justine? Hey, Lydia. How you doing? Welcome in. Happy Monday or Tuesday for you, depending on where you are in the world. Move this over a little more. What's up, Rachel? What's up, Deborah? What's up, Maya? Hey, Jen. Hey, Sandy. Hey, Angela. Duval? Are you in Duval too, Lydia? Well, I'm around Duval. What's up, Live Infinity? Live Infinitively. I'm doing great. How you doing? Very productive day. What's up, Jacina? Great to see you here. Thank you for being a member. I'm doing great. Thank you. Laura from Texas. You saw me in the mall. Which one? What's up, Valerie? What's up, Blunt Sagey? Hey, Stone Cold Steve Rock. Hey, Kamika. How's the sound how's the volume of the music with my voice, guys? Is it too high? What's up, LA Dynamic? Avenues. Were you a worker I saw, or were you just passing by me? Hey, Mickey. Hey, Valerie. Dank, if you're going to be here, please go ahead and ask appropriate questions, okay? I'm happy to help you. You don't need to do something like that and get a reaction out of me. Just ask your question. All right. It's a little loud. Let me go ahead and just lower that then. That probably is better. I'm doing great, Maya. What's up, Gia? The Gia Allen DC. Music's flowing. Better. Do one more up for me. Oh, thank you, thank you. Okay. So, we can go ahead and start our vibe today, guys. So, we'll be here for about 2 hours today. Last live, I did not leave off with any super chatters, which means that we'll dive right into free people today. So we're going to have a new vibe when it does come to the readings. So the live readings for the free people are staying the exact same. You guys are allowed to ask a yes/no question. I need you to put your name, and I need you to put your zodiac sign, okay? We're going to start today off with about 30 minutes of free people, but we have gone ahead and changed the grid when it comes to super chatters, okay? Also, if you're a member, your benefits are staying the same as well. You're allowed to ask for yes/no questions. You're allowed to ask for a general pool, and you're still prioritized, okay? So free people and the members, nothing's changed with that. What changed is the super chatting. So, if you're somebody who super chats or is deciding to, I would really ask for you first to make sure you check the description of this live to see the new grid breakdown I've made. Anybody who chooses the super chat, which for the ones of you here who don't know what that is, basically YouTube has this cool feature where you're allowed to donate or go ahead, tip, etc. a creator while they're on a live or on one of their videos when you're watching them. When people choose to super chat, I promise a certain amount of cards and minutes given to them on that specific reading. With that being said, people are allowed to ask more than one question if you're a super chatter, but I ask you to use your discernment on how much you are sending me, okay? Everybody's allowed to have one general pool, but if you go ahead and decide after you receive a general pool, you're wanting a specific question, you're going to need to look at the new breakdown we have, okay? Basically, long story short, now, anywhere between $1 to $10 is a general pool. If you tip me anywhere, you donate, you super chat anywhere from $1 to $10, that is going to be a general pool. You're going to get, depending on where you choose, you'll get a certain amount of cards and a certain amount of minutes. But long story short, $1 to $10 is only a general reading. I don't answer questions. If you're somebody that's wanting a specific question answered, it's going to now be $11 and up. Okay? So, again, this is an energy exchange. What I do here is I'm a very, very thorough reader. I'm a person that gives my all, and I know there's plenty of other readers that do as well, but that's why I understand my worth, and I understand the deservance of energy exchange for me, okay? So, we're going to do plenty of free people. The members are still prioritized. The only thing that's changed is now the energy exchange breakdown when it comes to people who choose the super gift, okay? So, even if you put a message in even if you super chat $1 to $10 and you put a message in there, I'm not gonna give that question. I'm gonna do it as an energy pull for you. I would ask you to make sure though you put your zodiac name or your zodiac sign in the super chat little comment area. But anybody that goes ahead and does the anywhere from that up is going to be able to receive. So again, make sure you please just check the description and we can go ahead and get into this reading, okay? All right, so right now it is 8 p.m. exactly. So I'll do free people for 30 minutes. Right at 8:30 is going to be the first cutoff for super chatters as well. We'll only have 2 groups of super chatters, guys. All right, free readings resuming now. Put a yes, no question. Put your name and put your zodiac sign. All right, Gia, thank you for being a member. You would like to know. Okay, that is not, we don't do questions regarding twin flame, verifications, things like that. That takes a personal reading. Okay, my friend? So please make sure you follow the rules. All right, Jen Jackson, you're an Aquarius. Will you get a financial breakthrough soon? Are you going to get a financial breakthrough soon? Okay. Let's also go ahead and get our card out. I feel called to start with you with movie tarot. Movie tarot today. I haven't used this one in a while. Right. So, well, a big theme of today I've seen in readings is realization that it's not time anymore to be in separation. A lot of you here are going to get that message today. It's the theme I've seen in the personal readings. All right, so will you have a financial breakthrough soon? All right, so currently Spirit says there may be something in your own life that could be stunting a bit. There needs to be more communication. Spirit's saying that you're doing great at communicating with them, but others, there may be a bit of an undertone of thinking you're being a hermit, but actually you're self-exiling. There's a difference between self-isolation and self-exiling. Okay? For a new beginning to be able to invest, at the point you are, you need help. You need other people. And this could either be opinions about the things you're creating. This can be advice. This can be literally asking for help. But Spirit's stating if you want a new financial breakthrough soon, the thing right now to focus on is that not trusting others, not breaking that cycle of being in isolation will be what stunts it. And then let me back out of this too. All right. Next free person. All right, Janisa, thank you for being a member. You'd like to know, does 𝗟𝗔𝗥𝗢𝗧 want to reconcile? You're in no contact. Does he want to reconcile? You're in no contact. Okay, I see this person does want to reconnect, but they don't have the strength to. And Archangel Rizal, honestly, is really here with you. I feel you're part of my Rizal collective. If you've never heard of that, my memberships have, well, you're a member. I'm so sorry. You are part of the Rizal collective. After you're done watching here, and if you feel called, go to your membership, or go to my profile, and if you scroll down past the timeline readings and stuff, you'll see a playlist section that says members only. Okay, this is the easiest way for you just to find the Rizal collective reading. Just go to that part and skip over all the other parts that says like Raphael readings, Ariel readings, etc. Go all the way until you see Rizal. It shouldn't be too far back, but you're definitely part of that collective, my friend. I do see a divine connection. I do see something that has more in store. This person is not ready, but they're going to get a fire lit under their ass, because what Spirit's telling me, if you're part of that Rizal collective, you've been in separation long enough, and now it has led to not stagnation, but you guys don't have to be in separation anymore. But the thing is it's not just your choice. Both people have to do the dance. So yeah, they're thinking about you. I do see movement, but Spirit is stating there needs to be a fire lit under their ass for this. All right, Deborah, thank you for being here. You're a Capricorn. You stated, should you move on from your last relationship or hold out for a reunion? Let's see. Should you hold out for a reunion? You need to go forward. I'm hearing there was this person, what they made you realize about yourself is how much you hold on. You could be like, do the energy of going on like a long hike, okay? And you not only will wear your bag, you'll wear another person's bag simply because they said their foot hurts when your feet are aching. But because of that, you're like, oh, I can take it on. I'm strong enough. Doesn't matter if you're strong enough. You don't have to take on everything. And this person, it's like pulling teeth to feel them do that back. And I feel a lot of empty promises. Spirit's definitely telling you your next move is forward. Don't cycle repeat. This person, they've concluded the purpose in your life. Okay. All right, new one. You're a Libra, and you'd like to know, do you and Dimple have a future together? Do you and Dimple have a future together? I see that this person deeply enjoys spending time with you. They see you as a strong, empathetic source. They see you as a master manifester, but they do not see you as a romantic partner. I know this may hurt, but we're going to help you go through a lot more pain right now if we rip off this Band-Aid. They see you more in a sense of a sister-brother dynamic. This has nothing to do with your worth. This has nothing to do with your looks. You just people can't make themselves feel something more. I hear that there has been complications in your dynamic because maybe he has already said this to you and you're wondering maybe this is something that can change, or it was just because we're in the beginning. Spirit's not saying you don't have to not be friends with this person, okay? Because I can feel your energy being like, okay, well then I'm just going to block them and I'm going to exit my existence. I mean, my friend, if you want to do that, you can. But I mean, there's no room for embarrassment here. There's no room for feeling stupid because this person doesn't see you like that. The only thing that's wanting you to feel that way is your ego. This can be a really good friend. You don't have to have life be black and white. If you, though, need more time of separation to get over him, that's a different story. But it does look like Spirit wants you to see that this person, you find qualities in them very attractive. They've helped you learn green flags about a partner, because you had a lot of individuals in the past that you just overgave to, and this person just has a lot of great qualities And you can still be friends. Okay. 𝗪𝗓𝗓. I'm so sorry. Your last name is 𝗪𝗓𝗦𝗃, and you're a Leo, and I think it's 𝗧𝗔𝗥𝗢𝗧, now the longer I looked at it. Okay, and you're a creative person. You're wanting to know, is a creative career worth giving a try? Worth a try. Creative, worth a try. Absolutely. Absolutely. Wow, and Archangel Rock. Are you somebody that likes rock music? Archangel Raphael is definitely stating this is full circle. This is your destiny. This is your fate. You are absolutely worth giving a creative field. But I think you may even be music, or you just have this very like classic but eccentric type of vibe to you. Whether your art is this, whether it's your music, whatever this is, you absolutely are supposed to be moving into this creative field. Don't let people at home stop you, is what they want me to state. Tamika, general readings are only for gifters, okay? You need to ask a yes/no question. All right. Bambi Witch, you're a Virgo, and you'd like to know, are you meant to put creative energy into YouTube? Are you meant to put your creative energy into YouTube? Yeah, absolutely you are. Here's the thing Spirit's saying, though. You can't be afraid of rejection and criticism. Let me tell you something, my friend. If you're doing something right in this world, there's always going to be at least a small handful of people that are acting like you're doing something wrong. When you're making something creative, there will always be people who are so insecure and are projecting that they will try to tell you your stuff is trash or your stuff isn't good enough. And you can't hear them. You can't listen. Because I promise you, for every one critic, for every one troll, there are 10 people, maybe even more, that you are hearing and inspiring. And some of those people, you may never even have a conversation with them. In fact, most of them you probably won't if you're going to be this creative force. It would all be through your music or through your messages or through your clothes, whatever it is for you to do. Oh, let's see, your YouTube channel probably is going to be more about okay. Your YouTube channel is going to be phenomenal. And I see you one day being able to do many different, you're not going to have just one niche. If your niche is spirituality, or if it's documentaries, if it's fashion, if it's commentary, whatever it is, stick to your brand. But throughout time, you're going to end up branching out more. Okay? Yes, you are supposed to put creative energy into your YouTube. And you need to understand, just because one person says a negative comment, don't let them discourage you to make your next video. You got to have thick skin, strong bones, and even a stronger heart to be able to not even just be a spiritual healer, but put your creativity out there. And I can see that you can do it. All right. All right. They adore Maya. You're a Capricorn, and you would like to know, are you an angel telepathically connected? Are you an angel telepathically connected? Yes. Yes, but that doesn't mean you're supposed to be together. We can have telepathic connections. We have telepathic connections with a lot of people. And no matter if they're supposed to be in our life or not, it's because of an energy exchange. You've spent so much of your life or so much energy into this person, is a better way to put it. Because sometimes you could know somebody for one day and it still gives the same intensity as of people that have known each other for 10 years. What I'm saying is you've exchanged more than just energy, if you get my drift. And when you become like either really intimate or sexually active with a person, there is a time frame that it will take of not being together for that telepathic connection to have a wall up. You do, but Spirit's not guiding you to go back into this. All right, 15 minutes.
You must be salted.
Keep getting all these freaking calls. 15 more minutes till we do 15 more minutes until the first group of super chatters are cut off, okay? Aaron, general readings are only for gifters and members. You can ask a yes/no question, or you can go ahead and do one of those two things. Let's see. All right, the key battery. The key battery. Your name is Kiera, and you're a member. Thank you for that. And you'd like to know, is your boyfriend Leo hiding something from you? Is your boyfriend Leo hiding something from you? Yeah, there's an imbalance. This person is hiding something from you. It does feel like there's a book of his life he hasn't told you about. It doesn't seem like, it's not like, I don't see cheating. It's not that, but there's something very traumatic that's happened to him that he's never told you about. Something about it's resurfacing. You know, your ego wants you to think it's like a disaster. It's something terrible. I mean, it's hard. It hurts, but it doesn't hurt like betrayal. Okay? France, you're a Pisces. You like to know, is there a romantic love in the near future for you? Absolutely. Is there a new love in the future for you? You're still stuck in a karmic connection telepathically, my friend. There absolutely is. There is no doubt about it, but they need you to know if there is anybody up to this point where I feel that you could have had a deep love for somebody for a very long time, but you felt like you were brushed under the rug by them. And then finally, you guys actually, like, they opened up a bit. And you try to go into something, but as soon as it powered up, you're like, I want to power this down. This person, I don't want to be pulling teeth. You know, for so long, I thought that this was what I wanted. And as soon as we got into something together, I realized I had you on a pedestal. I was always chasing me through you. See, there's somebody that internally loves you, but is not willing to go to the battlefield for you. That is not willing to fight. You know, this person, they're going to see you as the one that got away. But I can definitely tell you, my friend, this karmic connection, it has to be severed. Even telepathically. It's already been severed, like, in the 3D, but telepathically before this divine love can walk in. Okay. What's up, Aaron? You're a Leo, and you'd like to know, is your near future full of positive energy? Is your near future full of positive energy? There's a job you have to release. Yes, it will. Dude, there's a job that's giving you too much fucking stress. I can see how hard of a worker you are. You're scared to leave without having something else lined up, which makes, I get that completely. But you are meant, there's another work. What I'm hearing is whatever you do is it's what you were hired for. You told was going to be a very physically demanding task, which it definitely is, but they didn't tell you how much internal you would have to deal with. I'm hearing like internal bullshit. Like nobody warns anybody when you get a new job and you go to a place where maybe the job's cool but the people aren't. Nobody's gonna tell you that in the hiring process. You know, they want to get good workers. So what I'm hearing is you've had this job for a while and you can sometimes it's like there's an energy of the things that they do to you, the way that they cut through not only like ego or anything like that, but like actually cut through your energy. It'll be like something you need stitches for, and they just come over and like slap some fucking like Aquaphor on it and put a band-aid, and it's like, what the fuck is that gonna do? That's not gonna do anything for me. That's how you feel with this energy of the people around you at work. What I'm hearing is you look, this is far from the only opportunity you have. Our ego loves to make us think that if we don't leave, or if we don't make a decision now, if we don't leave, then we're going to lose a chance for everything in the future. Because what I'm hearing is you've thought of leaving before. You've even maybe really looked into getting another job. We're like, oh, fuck it. It's going to be too much. It's going to be too much stress to try to get into something else. I should just keep pushing through this. Things are going to get better. But you've actually realized, no, more and more it gets worse. You know, you're a physical person. Like I can feel you're a strong person. You're able-bodied. And you like to keep your hands busy. That's what keeps you in a flow, gets you out of this world. And you can find a job where all of the skills you learn from this one, it's not for nothing. Even if it's in a different career field, there are things you learn in this job that will prepare you for what's next. You absolutely do have positivity in your future. That does not mean everything, you know, is going to be perfect. But I can definitely tell you the right job is worth the tribulations. And this isn't the right job for you. There's something else you're meant to do. Let's see. LA Dynamic. Got you. Your name's Leanne? Leanne. And should you pursue your love for singing as a career choice? Well, I felt like a lot of you here I was going to tell today have star quality. That's why I was called to do the movie tarot. I had a feeling. I had an inkling there was going to be at least 1 to 3 people here. She doesn't believe in herself, but if she does. If you choose to believe, is there somebody else in your life that was either a singer, a musician, or did something along a creative line and they gave up? And maybe even made you feel like, you know, they say things like you can put anything in your mind, you can do anything you put your mind to, but the way you feel from this parent or this authoritative figure, it's like even though they say that, you can feel that they don't really mean it. Because you're a spiritual person. And it's not a reflection of actually what they believe you can do. It's a reflection of themselves. Okay? You absolutely should pursue your love of singing as a career choice. But just like our friend beforehand, who said they were going to start that YouTube channel, you cannot be afraid of criticism, of assholes, of trolls, of bigots, because they will be there. But just as there are those people, remember, for every one of those people, there are 10 to thousands of more that will receive love and guidance and comfort and connection from your music, from your voice. When people are doing things right, there's always going to be a group of people who like to say, this is trash, this is wrong. Let them. I can't tell you the fucking strength and the power of let them. To a certain extent, you don't let somebody belittle you. You don't let somebody hit you. You don't let those types of things happen. When I'm talking about them trying to just gain a reaction out of you, project, don't explain yourself to those types of people. Just let them. Because to be quite frank, I see star quality in you. And the only one that's going to get in that way is your ego. Okay. Jill B, thank you for being a member. Will your friend from the past message and/or friend request you back? Is your friend from the past going to friend request you or message you back? still in a toxic connection, but she's gonna realize it soon. I feel that this came down to like a disagreement with a partner, or somebody getting in her head about that she needs to like release other people and just focus on them. It's a toxic thing. But I do see in the near future rising from the ashes. I mean, she's actively going through a tower moment. And it's not suggested for you to reach out again. It's going to take time. She will. But it's going to be longer than your ego likes. Zainab, if you want to click on the description of this live, the breakdown's there for the super chat. Super chats do start at $1 and they just go up from there. Basically, I promise a certain energy exchange and communication, but they start at $1. All right. Alicia, you're an Aquarius. You'd like to know, does Aquarius miss Pisces? Okay, I see. You're the Pisces, they're the Aquarius. Does this Aquarius miss you at all? Does this Aquarius miss you at all? Okay, so I don't remember what this song is called. I haven't even heard this song. I don't even know in how long. But as soon as I channeled your energy, this is the song that started going in my head. And I cannot sing, y'all, worth a damn, okay? Worth a damn. But I'm going to try to say it. My mind's telling me no, but my body's telling me yes. That song is the anthem of your connection. Their ego is, I need you to understand, their ego is in full force right now. Their ego is like, I don't want to talk to you. Fuck this shit. I don't want to deal with this. The inwards is in, that ego though is like suppressing what's really going on. They are in here's the thing about Aquariuses, my friend. Out of all the signs, something I've noticed in my personal readings throughout the years is Aquariuses, as soon as they feel like they're in a corner, they're out. And a lot of Aquariuses deal with runner tendencies. But of course, that type of person always will need some form. When they're in a relationship, they need to fill the space of, hey, I'm going to have moments where I need to just go into another room, have some time to myself. I mean, Aquariuses, their independency is very, very important to them. So they also don't like clinginess. If you are somebody that can come off as clingy or etc., and I'm not saying you're clingy, you have needs. Some people want more communication than others, and that's why you find somebody that's like you. This dude misses you. He feels an inner paranoia. He is deeply afraid of giving away strength to you. I don't see it happening anytime soon. And even though he feels this way, I'm telling you, you should not stunt your life. This is a person that will go through years of cycle repeating with. And even though the love's strong, I can promise you, my friend, it's not the frequency of a divine counterpart. I would call it more a false divine. We all have one. Okay. Erica Hayes, you're a Sagittarius and you would like to know, do the people you go to church with have your best safety and interest at heart? Do they have your best safety and interest at heart? Yeah, here's the thing. I do, yes, but there, in every place we go, there's going to be, there's just going to be those people that don't have the best interest. I am seeing most of the people that are there at the church absolutely do. But there has to be somebody of authority, whether this is, what's it called, a youth pastor or etc., that gives people the creeps. And you guys are onto something about this person. Of course, you can't say something, you can't accuse something of somebody if you haven't really had proof. But there's definitely an energy of a lot of you are picking up together something that's about to happen with a person there. Okay, there's gonna be just news that comes up. You don't have to do anything. All you guys need to do is just protect your energy. Don't entertain that person. You don't have to be nice and have a whole conversation to their face. You can be cordial, and you can kind of sway yourself out of a conversations with them by not being so like, oh, we don't want to talk to you, but you can simply just make the moves. You have some great friends. I do see some phenomenal people that go to your church and you spend with, but there's just, I don't know if it's a youth pastor, and a lot of y'all are like, I don't know if we want this person to be like, I don't know if this is a youth pastor that used to work with like the kids, or if they're working with the teenagers now, but there's just something that you have to have a peace with fate with, and rest assured that everybody is safe. Okay? Everybody in your church, whatever's happening, he's doing outside of church. We'll leave it at that. Jamie, if you want to be here, be respectful. You're not going to get you got my attention with this, but you're not going to get my attention in a good way. If you're wanting a reading, if you're wanting guidance, just ask a question. If you act like that, I mean, you're lucky one of my moderators didn't time you out, honestly. If I see your name again and you're being respectful, I will answer your question. All right. 𝗧𝗦𝗘, I already answered a question for you, and it's one question a day per people, okay? It can reset for you tomorrow. All right, Lily Rose. What's up, homie? You're Myra. You're a Scorpio, and you'd like to know, how does your DM, how does this person feel about you in this moment? How does this person feel about you in this moment? They want a new beginning with you. There's a little fear of competition, or fear that maybe you found somebody else by this time. But I do see the clouds fading away and a sun rising up. I mean, this dude, this is positive, my friend. He feels like he wants to start talking, or at least get to a resolution if you're already in talking, to where your separate energies feel like they're dancing together. There's way more to that. Okay, that cuts off the first group of free people. Now we're gonna go into the first group of super chatters, okay? So let me go ahead and start formulating the group. All right. All right, let's see, fan funding. All right, Valerie, you're number 1. Hey, Annie, thank you for gifting. I'm still giving you that law of attraction pull, even though I know you're going to say, I don't want you to do it. You're just being nice. You still deserve it. Anybody who just got gifted a free membership, that was Annie, so thank her. Mickey, you're number 3. Valerie, you're number... Okay, so you did 2. I got you. I'll make your first one I'll make your first one general energy with love. And I'll make the other one general energy with career, okay? That's what I feel called to do for you. All right. Number 5, that is Suman. All right. Tina, thank you for becoming a member. You will get that Law of Attraction card pull as a thank you and a welcome into the membership team. That's another thing, guys. When people become a member on a live, I do get a separate notification. So along the prioritized readings, along with all the benefits you get outside of the live, with the member exclusive videos, posts, etc., you also get a Law of Attraction card pull as a thank you and a welcome into joining the team. And then Roxanne, you also gifted 5 memberships. Thank you. Okay, guys. If you got gifted a membership, it was either from Roxanne or Annie. So go ahead and thank them. You'll get that Law of Attraction pull, of course, my friend. Thank you. All right. Number 8, Tina. Got you. Number 9, Nikki. Got you, homie. Okay, Nikki, you might have not been here for, you may have just logged in, but at the beginning of this stream, I let everybody know we have a new dynamic when it comes to the super chats. Free readings and members benefits have stayed the same. Free people are allowed to ask a yes/no question. They need to put their zodiac and their name. Members are still prioritized, meaning if I look up and I see that they're a member, because I get that green name and that Spartan logo, they're getting their reading no matter what. They're getting their reading as long as they follow the criteria, but I see them, they follow the criteria, they're getting their reading then, no matter what. Now, with the super chatters, that's where the exchange has been changed. From here on out, anywhere between $1 to $10 is only general pulls. You can request a love general pull. You can request a career. You can tell me the topic of the general reading you want. But $1 through $10 are only general pulls. And $11 up, you can ask questions, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this a general pull for you. And just please go ahead and look in the description of this live to see the new grid breakdown for super chatting, okay? All right. All right, Tina, I see you did a 5 and a 2. That's going to still count as 1 general pull, okay? So I'm going to make sure that I notated that you gave those 2, but that is still an energy exchange of just 1 general pull, okay? All right. Now, number 10 is Zainab. Got you, homie. All right. And I would like people to understand I do take in currencies as well. Like, I understand that for some of you here, depending on where you are in the world, the U.S. rates can be extremely more for you. So I have gone ahead and looked into exchange rates, and I know the vibe of whatever amount for most countries, etc. The exchange rate you gave, I'm giving to what I find equivalent. I know that for some of you here, $5 American may actually be like crazy amount for you, maybe like $30 American, right? So I put in those situations, what you would be $5 for you, I make $5 for me. Just because you're in a different part of the world, I don't want you to have to do an arm and a leg and do crazy things to get the same benefits that other people do. So understand that I do find a more of a balance in those where I still need to respect myself, because you giving me, somebody from a different country may give me $5, and for me, it equates to like 45 cents. Like, I'm being serious. Some places, literally, like rubies can be $5 is like 40, it's like 45 cents for me, etc. But with that being said, I appreciate you. I appreciate what you are doing. So I'm going to make sure there's a balance between the respect of the currency and where you are in the world with my energy, okay? All right. Perfect. All right, so that's it for the first. So we just wrote down all the first group of super chatters. Anybody that goes ahead and super chats after this point is going to be on group 2. I'm going to go ahead and read off the names to you guys. So please make sure you listen for your name and your number to know when your reading is coming up. Number 1 is Valerie. Number 2 is Annie. Number 3 is Mickey. Number 4 is Valerie. Number 5 is Suman. Number 6 is Tina. Number 7 is Roxanne. Number 8 is Tina, but actually that's going to be the same one. So I'm going to make sure to connect those. Yeah. So if that's actually, I'm going to change the last 2 numbers then. Because Tina, you're going to just be number 6. Okay. Tina's number 6. Roxanne's 7. Nikki, you're 9. And Zainab, you're 10. Okay. All right, so this is probably going to take me, I would say this is probably going to take me 20 minutes, about 20, 25 minutes, and then we'll do one more group of super chatters for 30 minutes. Yeah, we'll see where we are at time. All right, let me get a drink and we'll start these super chatters, okay? All right. Valerie, general energy. What we got for Valerie regarding her love? What's going on in her love life that she needs to know about most? Well, right now you could be investing into, right now it looks like you could be investing into more spiritual protection, but when really it looks like it's more like body health. Sometimes we get stuck in this like mindset of, oh, I need more crystals, I need more bracelets, I need more totems, I need more cards. But in reality, that's where you're going to spirituality tools for distraction. Everything in life is a balance, and you can't fully depend on crystals. You can't fully depend on cards. You gotta use everything together. These things are amplifiers. They're armor, right? But if you have armor on a person that's not taking care of themselves, it doesn't even matter. In fact, the armor may be too heavy for them to even carry. You know, when people wear certain types of stones and etc., like there's actually really heavy that energy that sits with certain types of stones, and people don't realize that if they're not ready for that part of their life, that reaction, that awakening, that door being open, they probably shouldn't be wearing, or in touch with certain types of spiritual products. Spirit is stating that they're not saying stop your spirituality, of course. They're not saying to stop looking for answers within yourself, though, too. Okay, you don't always have to look outwardly for answers. Spiritual health is also enwrapped with your body, what you're eating. You may want to think about more exercise. And I'm not saying that you're not doing enough, but it does feel like you would have more energy if you simply, even for 15 minutes a day, allowed yourself to do some form of, if you can, if you're an able-bodied person, to do high intense training, which just means like running on a treadmill, walking on an incline, sparring, like shadow boxing, all that type of stuff is called it's called HIIT training, which is high intensity training. That a lot of people don't realize that just 10, 15 minutes, even if you're not a person that can do that, but you go outside and walk or stretch, how much it will actually improve your energy. Spirit's saying right now, they want you to invest into physical health more than spiritual, because you already have what you need. And they're proud of you and are stating that with you have what you need. Another thing they're realizing now, there may be some spiritual tool or etc. you're kind of waiting to invest in, or you're like waiting to make a new change, a new move. But Spirit's definitely stating no more thinking you're going to be able to heal. No more thinking you're going to be able to heal everything just through spirituality. It's very interesting. There's definitely a sense of, more than anything, physical health being highlighted for you. I knew that was love energy, but honestly, I feel like Spirit more wanted you to have a general self-love energy reading. All right, Annie, Law of Attraction. What does Annie need to know right now? Well, Spirit's letting you know that you cracked the code about coming out of hermit mode in the reversal. So, like, the reversal means immaturity. It means I don't want to be trusting anybody, so I'm just not going to do anything. I'm going to stay by myself. And even though we need hermit mode, we need to go into self-isolation. We don't need to go into self-exile. And you took a while. You took, not like in a way like a while, but like a good while to reset and see, when I came out of this hermit energy, who I focused. I realized who actually, no matter if they mean something bad or good for me, etc., that energy, they have to have a certain amount, and I cut off. I have other people that I can go and explore and express with, but I see clear as day, no matter if it's blood, familial, spiritual, etc., how much certain people are deserving of my energy and how much others I have to keep the barriers up. Spirit wants you to know you are leading through divine, feminine, and masculine balance right now. A lot of people come out of hermit mode and fall back into the whole cycle of, oh, well, maybe they're changed now. You can see as clear as day who is meant for you to give that energy to. Your law of attraction, therefore, is increasing, and you're going to experience a whole range of energy coming through you. You're going to see how much you were giving away without even realizing it. Okay, Mickey. All right. Your name is Crystal. You're a Libra. What we got for you? Okay, well, Spirit's definitely letting me know you also have a romantic connection that you could be holding on to. That was definitely part of the purpose, but it's not supposed to be part of your whole next story. There was somebody that you really a longer time ago, like, started your spiritual journey before you probably even realized it. What I mean by that is when you first met them, you know, the feelings of love and attachment really came through. Throughout all those years, you realized they made me see when I chased and I gave too many chances. You may be wanting a connection to come back, or you're thinking about reaching out. Spirit's definitely telling you not to do that. It's time for you to go forward from that connection. All right, Valerie. Let's go ahead and give you that general career pull. General career pull. Okay, so currently it looks like you're scared some investment's not going to come back, but it is. The cup coming back filled. The cup coming back filled. You're setting some healthy boundaries when it comes to work also. This is still, the career reading still involved with the self-love. Some people at work you give far too much to. I'm hearing when you're going to go back to work and it's going to be like you're a whole new person, and some people are going to be like, I'm really proud of you for setting these new healthy boundaries. And you have to understand, people who brush your feelings under the rug are only using you, will be like, yo, why you've never acted like this? Why are you changing? I'm not changing, I'm upgrading. I'm understanding. And Spirit's wanting you to utilize that energy that you've figured out was being taken away from you, now towards creativity, now towards, I'm also hearing physical fitness. That's another thing with a lot of you here are going to start feeling like getting back into the gym. A lot of you have not been able to have the energy, time, or want really to go and care about physical health. But for a lot of you here, I just see the June July collective. You know, it's a beautiful thing what love can do. It's a beautiful and crazy thing. But I see for a lot of the 𝗟𝗓𝗓𝗘 collective, the reason that the motivation is coming back for like physical health and etc. is because of a divine love, is because of something that just makes you want to do better. But then the consistency stays for yourself. We're supposed to utilize our motivation, and then we allow the consistency to rise. Okay, Sumin. All right, so you have a divinely guided connection. You're in no contact. Oh, I'm sorry. I almost forgot myself. It's now for anything under $11 or anything under $10 is now only a general energy pull. So I'm going to go ahead and just give you a general energy pull, Suman. All right, so right now you're really following this intuition when it comes to this divine nature. You know, I know you wanted a love reading, but Spirit says there's something else. There's something else that's important for you. You definitely, well, bees and snakes are a humongous sign for you. There could be a lot of traditional values in your own life you're really going against. You've always been kind of like the black sheep of your life, and you've had a different level of spiritual protection. I'm hearing that you're breaking a lot of domestication right now. You could have came from a very strict household, a religious household. The biggest thing they want you to know right now, love is not in your life romantically, because it looks like you are also one of the people that are more part of the collective where you're going through rebuilding from a tower moment. I feel that there's father or even brother wounds they want me to say with you, which is very unique. They want you to know love is completely in the cards. They want you to know that I see 2026 being a big year of love for you. But this year, this internalness, it's really about reclaiming a lot of karmic cycles with more than romantic people than you even realize. This is friends, this is family, this is self-assumptions. And I'm not saying that love is completely on pause until 2026, but I just don't see deep, committed relationship till 2026. Okay? All right. So Tina, number 6, Tina. Number 6, Tina. All right, right now you're leading with this stoic energy. You're realizing how I have to be to get to A to Z. Taking it one step at a time. Spirit's wanting you to know your general energy right now is somebody that is allowing the calmity, but to still lead through strength, to still be just, to still be fair. Spirit's letting you know right now that your law of attraction is really high vibrational. You know, I can see all the work you've done behind the scenes. And they want you to know that you're coming into a place, a time of life where you don't have to have your swords out. You don't have to have your guard up. Humans will always be outside of this world where you have to keep your spiritual protection, but I'm talking about intimate people. I really do see a rise in a romantic connection. All right. All right. Roxanne, let's give you a law of attraction pull. Spirit's saying this is fucking phenomenal. You're demanding your highest timeline. You're demanding, and not in a way of like demanding, but you're demanding respect. You are stating there's a lot of things that I don't have to over-explain anymore. When I'm heard, I'm heard. When I'm seen, I'm seen. And if people want to go ahead and rewrite, let's put that a different way. You're clear as day with your intentions. But if somebody is in such a dark place, they will find any way to rewrite the intention, what you said, to something wrong, selfish, malevolent, and you need to let them. You're embodying the let them energy. My friend, you're in power. You're about to have a crazy increase in finances. This is phenomenal. You are in a really high vibrational place, Roxanne, and do not feel like that means, oh, if something comes up, it must go down as hard. You're going to have ups and downs, but this is not destruction. This is not disaster. I'm telling you, you've hit some monumental points. All right. Nikki. All right, Nikki. Let's go ahead and give you that general pull. These cars fell to the ground. Well, somebody's breaking a self-illusion with you regarding the world. You've hit a completion in a story, and you're breaking self-illusion with this, that my fortune, what I'm meant to do, I need structure, I need foundation. There's a difference between I don't want to be alone and Spirit telling me we don't want you to be alone either. Like, it's time. You're feeling called to move on from a connection. They want me to tell you 555 is a big sign for you as well. There is somebody else that's going to come into your life. God wants you to know it's in his hands, but you have to see what he's pulling you back from. Even if, and that's interesting, I don't say God as a he, but whoever I'm channeling in on is who I end up, the way I see that things are spoken. For I believe in all source. I believe that God, etc., is it's source. And depending on where you were raised, how you were raised, is what you decide to call that being. If it's God, if it's Allah, if it's Buddha, if it's whatever it is, it's source. And as long as you're using it for the right reasons, it really doesn't matter what the words are. You gotta kind of think about it as just as language in general. We have every word I'm saying right now, you can say in thousands of different ways in other languages, but that doesn't take away from the same meaning. And that's really how I see when people talk about God. It's just a different name. It doesn't change anything. But for you, my friend, you know, he wants you to know he has everything in store for you. And the man that's deserving of you can only walk in, can only be seen, can only be realized when you let this karmic connection go. Okay. Zanab. Let's give you an energy pull. Energy pull. All right, so you're embodying this great empathetic energy. Spirit wants you to know you've been working really hard, and you are allowing yourself to sleep. You are allowing yourself to realize, I am not Superman. I can't go. You're allowing yourself to just embody with your feminine nature and take more nurture and time to yourself, and you've rewarded yourself in some way. If you haven't already, they're telling you that there needs to be a self-expression. If this is something about going to an event, if this is a product, if this is like even something as simple as I've wanted to go to the movies for a long time, but I have nobody to go with, go by yourself. Do you know the strength in going to a restaurant, a movie, etc. by yourself? The strength it makes. Okay, Spirit's very proud of you. They want you to know romantic love, move forward. This self-love has been prevalent, but now romantic love is supposed to move forward in your life. All right, so that was it for the first group of super chatters. Now we'll start formulating the last group, okay? I can go ahead and do 30 more minutes of free people, so you'll have 30 more minutes to get yourself on the list. You remember, guys, when you ask for general pulls as a super chatter, you are allowed to request the topic. So you can say love general. You can say career general. You can say life guidance general. That is completely eligible. But if you're going to be a super chatter, please make sure that you look at the description for the grid breakdown. I'm going to start writing the first. I think I've only seen one person. Yeah, there's only been one person since our last individual that we'll go ahead and add. All right. So number one in our next group of super chatters is going to be Deb, and she joined the membership team. Thank you for that. All right. It is currently 8:58 where I am. All right, perfect. All right, perfect. That amount of people. I'm just going to go ahead and just go to 9:30. I'm just going to say it's, even though it's 8:58, I'm just going to say it's 9, and I'm going to go to 9:30. All right, free readings are resuming right now. Please make sure that you put your name, your zodiac, and a yes/no question. All right. Maria Christine, you are a member. Thank you. You'd like to know, did he block you on everything this Sunday, and is this connection done? Did he block you on everything on Sunday, and is this connection done? All right, so there's an imbalance. I do see there's still wish fulfillment. Everything's not done between you two, but this is a reset. This is a recharge. This is something you need. Your ego wants you to think that this needs to rush back, but it doesn't. This is going to be more than okay. Just give it more balance. Give it more time. 𝗟𝗜𝗦𝗘𝗕𝗥𝗢𝗧. Okay, so you're from New Orleans. Should your boyfriend move in? Should your boyfriend move in? Okay, we got that Wheel of Fortune in the reversal. I don't see that this right now is the right time. I'm hearing it could be off impulse. There is absolutely a timeline with you two. There is no doubt about it. But if you move in now, it's too fast. And when you move in too fast, you can end up regretting it because there's other things that need to be in order. Just a little more time to understand the ebb and the flow of each other. Because no matter how great a relationship is, you're going to go through trials and tribulations. That's when you see if you're roller coaster buddies or not. More time is definitely suggested before you two move in together. Thank you guys for being here. Please also make sure to like the live. It helps me deeply. All right. Shivani, you're a Scorpio, and you'd like to know, will reconciliation happen with 𝗓𝗓𝗪𝗓𝗓𝗓? Sorry if I said their name incorrectly. Let's see. Will reconciliation happen? All right, absolutely. I do see this redemption. I do see his confidence needing to be rised up, though. Okay, this is not tearing apart. This is splitting energy. This is not tearing apart, it's splitting energy. They're going through a moment of mirroring. It is absolutely going to happen. Well, what I see right now is identifying the anger, the rage within both of you, not about even each other. Just about what life has presented you. Wow, that was a lot of cards that just fell down. Interesting. I'm not going to take all of them because that was way too much. But only out of all of them, only one is up. Okay, so that's the one to get. 1 second. There's a lot that fell down. Jeez Louise. Okay. So the one that fell is actually for my Romeo and Juliet tarot, which I have not used in a while. Okay, so I do see within this dynamic, it is really about imposter syndrome. Both of you have looked at yourself like, am I the false one? Have I been brushing under the rug their feelings or emotions, but then snap into this sense of self-protection? Well, no, maybe that's me falling into being stupid or naive. When in reality, you're cracking the code that both of your egos are just so trying to get in the way. I mean, I do definitely see more between you two, but there's some self-deceptive tendencies that you are getting through, my friend. Lizzie Gonzalez, you're a Libra. You'd like to know, will you get an apartment? Are you going to get an apartment? All right, so I see that you were going to move out with somebody, and plans probably didn't work out, but this was divine intervention. I do see you getting your own place. It feels like you maybe have been more of a roommate individual, and this time you're just wanting to be by yourself. You're either going to be moving by yourself, or you're going to have a roommate where it's only one and you guys are very separate in life. I don't see you guys being like, it's like you can obviously, like, you're cool living with each other, but you're not best friends. It's more like the reason you meet is to be roommates. And there's some apps. I've seen an app before where it's like, especially for women, where you can go on the app to find roommates for people around you that are looking for roommates. And this app does like background checks. So like to even put yourself on this app, they do like a background check on you. And if you're eligible, if you don't got like all this crazy shit on your record, then they go ahead and they approve you. And then you go on this app, you find people around you who are also looking for roommates. And it tells even about like, I'm a clean person. I like you tell, like you list how it is to live with you, truly. And then you find somebody that merges with that. And sometimes that's better than moving in with a best friend. A lot of times it could be bad, honestly, moving in with a best friend. Not for everybody, but that's what Spirit's calling you to do, okay? All right, Jess, you're a Scorpio, and you would like to know, are you ever going to find your soulmate? You ever going to find your soulmate? Okay, but you're looking for love in the wrong places right now. You've always thought, even if it was deep down, you're like, the only time somebody's going to want to stay with me, it's if I have something to give. I'm not simply enough. You're very charity. You're a helping hand. You're manifesting a love. You're manifesting somebody that isn't a narcissist, but you've dealt with a lot of narcissistic people, or at least narcissistic tendency people. Spirit's wanting you to know that, yes, you're going to find love, but right now, there are still some karmic cycles you're attracted to. There's still some chaser energy within you, okay? You've accomplished so much, but if you're looking for love in the same exact places, it definitely feels like your soulmate, that soul tie, that person that could lead to being a potential divine, they're not in the areas you currently frequent. So you may want to broaden your horizons. If you've never looked into dating apps, you may want to look into dating apps. Again, they're not for everybody. I can tell you, for just as many horrible connections as I've seen transpire, there are great ones. I've seen plenty of divines meet through dating apps. It's just kind of like, it's like you got to try. If you don't try, you don't know. So if you've never tried dating apps, you may want to. If you haven't, then maybe this could be more calling to stop going to a certain area. Like if you go to bars or nightclubs looking for romantic connections and not just a fun night with your friends, you may want to go ahead and listen to the call. That it really does seem like for you to find an energy, a person that's not going to also belittle you. That's a big thing that you've overcame in a relationship. I'm just hearing certain things. You frequent places that are really triggering to you without you even realizing it. You may go back to certain bars, restaurants, hangout places where it's like the energy is just tainted there, and you may want to take yourself kind of out and see, am I going to all these places because of like repetition, or am I going to all these places because of habit? You're gonna find love, you're gonna find that soul tie, but you gotta look in different place, okay? Alright. Kinshell, you're a Taurus, and in the public eye, are you meant to be with a Sagittarius or a Pisces in the public eye as well? Okay, what I'm gonna ask is, am I meant to be in the public eye with a Sagittarius or Pisces in the public eye? I'm gonna go ask and see, is the next soul tie you're with, is the next soul tie that you're with a Taurus? I don't see a Taurus energy. So Taurus is not something that's really calling. If you've looked up like your if you know how to look up compatibility testing with like zodiac signs and etc., I'm feeling that this Taurus energy you're more picking up on is the sun of them. Or okay, no, you have picked up that it's the sun of them, but it's actually the rising. That's why you perceive them as a Taurus. You're gonna perceive whoever your next divine, or sorry, you're going to perceive whoever your next soul tie is as a Taurus, but then when you learn about their placements, their sun is not that, but I do see that their Taurus is a rising. All right. Let's see. I'm scrolling up more. Please make sure you guys like the live also. It helps me deeply. Jane, if you sent a super chat, it would come up. If you're not seeing it on here, it will come up for me on another screen. Okay. Let's see. Rachel, you're a Virgo. Does the divine want you to find a new park to frequent? Interesting. I feel that that's very connected to that person beforehand. We were talking about her going to places that energetically can actually be disturbing her. You're right in that same collective. Yeah, there's a new park. There's too much energy there. There's too much cloudiness. Maybe one day you'll be able to go back. Like exposure therapy, when you go back to a place or etc. that you've been to before after experiencing a lot of trauma, it takes a really long time of never going there again. Or it takes a long time of not going there. And not even knowing if you're ever going to go there again to really get to that point. You are absolutely being called to go ahead and find a new park to do your spiritual practices or your reading, or even if it's just a walk. And I'm hearing there's plenty of others. You just haven't, to this point, felt called to open those horizons. All right. So I'm going to scroll up some more. Please do yes, no questions, guys. Some people are asking things like, what's my purpose in this life? General reading. And those are not eligible questions for the free. I need yes, no question. Honored to help you, Bluebell. Thank you, Kisa. It's a concentration mix. Let's see. All right, and I see, thank you. Some of you are now changing your questions to yes, no, but I do need you to put your zodiac sign and your name. I can use people's usernames, but having your actual name connects me far more. And honestly, the most important thing is that zodiac sign and that yes, no question. Hey, Annie. Yeah, I'm going to go on Twitch later tonight. We will be going on Twitch later tonight. We'll probably get off here at like 10 and head over there then. Arlene, you would like to know, will relocating help you find a lifetime partner? Let's see. Relocating help you find a lifetime partner. Yeah, I do see this tower moment. I do see Spirit saying that you've been called to see more of the world or move away. You know, I do see that there's this sense of like you've been a fallen soldier, and what you've experienced in life has not been for the faint heart at all. But there is a powering through. I do see Spirit seeing that even a revamp, even just getting out, if you want to go visit somewhere to see if you would want to end up living there, that would be a great choice forward. It's so hot today. It's insane how hot it is. Okay. No questions. All right, let's see. Vera Marie, you're a Sagittarius and you'd like to know, are you supposed to become a public speaker or a reader in the career field? Let's see. Are you supposed to become a public speaker or a reader in this field? The only thing that's, you feel imprisoned by your current job, don't you? Staying in your current job forever, that is defying your purpose. You absolutely are somebody that's supposed to use your skills as a healer. But you need to remember also that being your own boss, going into this type of field, you're going to have to allow yourself to be at peace with fate, that things don't happen overnight. You're not going to do a couple of posts and then you're going to find all your collectives. You're going to have to deal with a long time of trusting that with divine timing and because you're doing it for the right intentions, this will happen. The hardest part is right now when you haven't seen, you may have felt it, but you haven't seen in the 3D world the confirmation that you made the right decision. You're going to go through a grind period of time where you should start your platforms, but you still have that job you're doing, and there's going to come to a point when you've flown over to where this job can be your only form of income, that you will end up leaving this other place. But it's about doing this smarter, not harder. And right now, harder would be believing that you can't. Okay, let me see the way they want me to word that. It would be harder for you to start this if you didn't already have this career. Like if you just decided, okay, I'm going to quit this and I'm just going to kind of try to start doing this full time, or I'll quit this, get a part-time job and want to do this full time. That's not being recommended. It's going to be a lot of stress. If this job, if you feel that you've been able to make your dues and get by during this time, there's no reason for you to now go find another job where you're going to feel miserable. Shake up your energy when you're already trying to start something new. It is about going ahead and stating, to put pressure on the ego to release that fear of making these choices, of going forward, making your channels. But also, you may have to take time away from others. You know, you may be spending a lot of your free time in 𝗧𝗔𝗥𝗢𝗧 right now with others, or kind of like distractions, 𝗧𝗔𝗥, which is part of the process. But if you want this to happen, Spirit can only give it to you if you put the effort in. And I'm not saying that you're somebody that doesn't put effort. I'm just really trying to get you aware of the back and forth of being a form of any creator, no matter if it was spiritual, or if it's commentary, or if it's somebody that does like documentaries, voiceovers, whatever it is. Being your own creative force, especially on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, you cannot let that fear of nobody watching your videos and it mean for nothing stop you. Oh, I would love that cold air. Okay, let's see. 𝗧𝗏𝗪𝗘, you're a Cancer, and you'd like to know if Nick Hill, your ex, still loves you. Does he still love you? I don't see this person still in love with you. I don't see somebody that's in love with you. I see somebody that loves you and cares about you. But also, there's a lot of narcissistic tendencies within this person. I see somebody that would rather keep you in limbo than tell you really what's going on in their mind. And with those types of individuals, no matter how hard you try, it's not going to happen. Your feelings will continue to be brushed under the rug with this type of dynamic. Spirit's wanting you to know you've broken yourself free, and there's no reason to get yourself back in there. Deb, thank you for being a member. You're an Aries, and you would like to know, will a relationship happen outside of a friendship from the person you're attracted to? Is a relationship going to formulate from this connection? I do see a relationship forming from this connection. I see two people that have broken free of karmic connections. It's not a coincidence you met when you both did. I mean, you both went through a really dark time in the past, maybe like 2 years of your life. I see it. You two are definitely going to be having more formulate. Just allow it to take the time. Allow the vibe to continue to form. You guys are like telepathically flirting right now is what I hear. Let's see what time we're at. Okay. You guys got about, I would say, you guys got about 8 minutes left. 8 minutes. Last call for super chatters, okay? 8 minutes. Last call super chatters for tonight. Just looking for the yes, no questions. I would love, man, there's a lot of good questions here, but you guys aren't putting your, even if you forget to put your name, but you still put your zodiac in the question, I can work with that because I have your username. But a lot of you got great questions, but you're just not putting your zodiac, and I need that. Let's see. Hey, Rachel, if you click on the screen, the description of the live should pop up, and that will go ahead and give you the rules, okay? Sorry, I just saw, guys, sorry, I saw a comment that my moderator filtered out, and it was gross. Okay. I already did that one. Okay, maybe I'll try to do was all the way, my life path number. I'm just looking for the yes, no questions, guys. All right, Rachel. Rachel, you're a Scorpio, and you'd like to know, are you balancing the polarity? Okay. How's the dynamic with your yin yang? How's the dynamic between the masculine and feminine strength with you right now? Phenomenal. You see, it takes a lot of this is the way I like to look at it. It takes a lot of feminine strength to realize your masculine side, to become one and strong and independent and trusting of yourself. It's like a certain level of nurture you give yourself, truly. What you're realizing is, I can't fill people's cups that would literally shut the door on me if push comes to shove. I don't have to be this person that always has a tally mark game going with individuals. Unconditional love, unconditional actions are just that. But there's still unconditional love with knowing that you do not overgive to others. Spirit's very proud of you. I mean, I see you're so balanced within your masculine and feminine energy. And right now they are saying a masculine's about to scoot up his chair to your table. But not only scoot it up, he's going to ask permission. He's going to go, hey, I see you're sitting alone. Can I sit with you? And that's the energy of, basically, because of your balance within your masculine and feminine nature, and you're not allowing these seats behind her to be filled by anybody anymore, you're leaving a true connection, a true opening. Because you're okay sitting by yourself. You're more than okay sitting by yourself. Because of all the work you've done, romantic life is about to transpire even more. Okay, Gem. Your name is Miguelina. I'm sorry if I said your name incorrectly. Why did Justin not respond to your answer to... Okay, that's not really a yes-no question, my friend. Gem Dove 30, can you please rewrite that in a way where it's a yes-no question? Okay, you did. Cool, got you. Perfect. You're a Gemini. Will Justin respond to the answer... Will Justin end up responding to you? Is Justin going to end up responding to you? Yes, absolutely. He's crumbling a bit right now. You put him through a reality check. I hear a trusted source is going to tell him this is a fire lit under his ass. He may talk to somebody he's really close with, like a friend, or even if he has a good mom, if he has a good mom, like a good relationship with her, or if there's even, because I'm just feeling like a protective female energy. So this could be a big sister. This could be a friend that's completely platonic. Like they see each other. Like I'm hearing they call it like they see each other like homeboys. Meaning maybe this friend who's a feminine, maybe she's like more of a masculine presenting person. Like she's gay and then she also dresses more masculine. Whatever it is, like there's just somebody else where it's not like a competition energy of a female at all. It's somebody that's on your side, to be quite frank, and is like, yeah, what she said's fucking correct, dude. Like you need to get your shit together. So I do see positive outcome with this. All right, final call for super chatters today, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and write down everybody since Deb. Last call. Zanab. Perfect. Deb. All right, number 2. Bly. Bly thy. I got you. Okay. Should you leave your job? Okay, I see what you're saying. All right, number 3 is Laura. Number 3 is Laura. All right, no, number 4 is Alvin. What's up, homie? Got you. Number 5, Alvin. Okay, yeah, you can count that. That can count as 2 different readings. That's fine. Got you, homie. All right. Somebody became a member for a month, but it looks like they chose to not have their name shown. So whoever just became a member, thank you. But I don't see your name, so I won't be. You must have not wanted the Law of Attraction pull then. Well, thank you for becoming a member. All right. And then Deb, number 6. Got you. All right. Perfect. All right. So go ahead and listen out to your numbers again. Also, that concludes the guaranteed super chatters for tonight. Anybody else that super chats after this moment will be guaranteed the first people answered in our stream tomorrow, okay? And that stream, I'm thinking of my schedule. I'll be able to start in between 7:30 to 8 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow, okay? So that's the time frame our live will start tomorrow, but I'll talk more about that later. All right, so listen out for your number and your name so you know where your reading will come in. Number 1 is Deb's Law of Attraction for becoming a member. Number 2 is Bly the. Number 3 is Laura. Number 4 and 5 is Alvin because he met the energy exchange. And number 6 is Deb. All right, so I did see something that I wanted to state. So I saw, let's see here. I just went ahead and changed the new dynamic with the lives when it comes to the super chatting. I did make it to where $1 to $10 is only considered a general reading, okay? But what I'm going to do, Alvin's very much a supportive person. He's here most of the time. He gives great energy exchanges. So I'm taking this as a sign for Alvin. Both of your questions, I'm going to answer them, okay? What we're going to do is, remember, guys, I do everything. I set the rules by myself, so I'm always ebbing and flowing. I kind of thought this as I was going through. I think tomorrow, instead of it being $11 and up that's eligible for questions, I'm gonna do $10 and up. But here's the thing. Anywhere between like 10 to 15 is you can ask a question, but it can't be a timeline. Timeline questions are going to be over $15. That's just how it has to be now for my energy exchange. But tomorrow, guys, this is the first time, this is the first live I've done since this new energy exchange for super chatters. Tomorrow, we'll make it $10 and up instead of $11 and up are eligible for questions, okay? But again, it's going to be an energy exchange. Just because you give $10 doesn't mean I'm going to tell you exactly when something happens in your life. I'm deserving of more than that. So let's go ahead and do this. Number 1, Deb, and you as a law of attraction pull. All right, let's see. Where that start? Level 1, Deb, and then by the... Okay, perfect. Jane, you didn't super chat. If you would have super chatted, I would have seen it. There you go. I see it that time. But... okay, I don't normally make these types of... I see how long you've been asking that you put a super chat. I will go ahead and add you to this group. But in the future, as soon as I say the cutoff, it's the cutoff, okay? But I've been seeing you for the past probably like 30 minutes, etc. here. And you believe that super chat sent. But I see that you just went ahead and did it. So you can be added as number 7, okay? But going forward, when I do that cutoff, I do that cutoff. All right. Deb, what's your law of attraction question? Let's see. Okay. You're really fighting through outer deceit right now. I'm hearing that you are allowing yourself to be the superhero of your story, not the villain, not the monster. And that's the thing. For a lot of time, you didn't even know you were being... You're like, I'm not even the villain of my story. I'm the monster of other stories. And I'm tired of it. And that you're embodying the let them energy. If people want to believe you're a monster, if people want to believe that you're selfish, when you're being selfless, let them. It is a deep reflection of themselves, and they probably within their own lives are still having a lot they're figuring out when it comes to even their own self-respect. Don't let people stop you from knowing your worth, my friend. I am hearing your law of attraction is extremely high vibrational. We're always going to be fighting through deceit of others, etc. That doesn't change in the world, but you do upgrade who is your inner circle. You do upgrade what you will and will not yourself allowed to do with off professional time or away from certain individuals that aren't those individuals who you're ride and dies. Your law of attraction is really high vibrational because you're not avoiding the truth. All right. And we will be going on an after stream today, guys. I believe I'll have these done by 10 o'clock. So what the after stream is as well, just for the ones of you here, I have a Twitch channel. And for the ones of you here that don't know what Twitch is another streaming platform. It's basically like YouTube, but no posting. You only stream. So it's like a YouTube where you only are on live. And you can go back and watch pre-recorded lives, but there's no like posting videos like you do on YouTube. And over there, I stream doing live tarot, but also mainly playing video games. So after my YouTube, TikTok lives, etc., I head over to Twitch at UncleBronze Official, and the first 30 minutes of those lives are tarot based. But after that 30 minutes, I dive into playing video games with you guys. It's a way to decompress, chill, hang out, answer questions, get to know each other more. So if you don't get your question answered here, you do still have a chance for 30 minutes over on Twitch after this stream to get answered. And you simply can get to my Twitch by, if you go to my YouTube profile, go to the bio, you're going to see it linked in there. Or if you have a Twitch account already, just go type in UncleBronze Official on that search bar. That also is alongside the free email tarot reading I give for simply being on the live. So the first 30 minutes is what we're doing here. But then every single stream, one person actually wins an email tarot reading. Basically, you follow me on Twitch, which is completely free. You comment the keyword of the chat, which changes every chat, and it's on my screen. And at the end of that specific stream, the winner is picked. And I either send you an email if you're not there chilling with us anymore, or if you're there, that's how you find out. So the free readings right at the beginning, 30 minutes, and then also that free reading that I give on every single stream. All right. So by 𝗧𝗧, I see that's your, okay. 𝗧𝗧, I think that's your name. I thought at first it was just your username, but I'm seeing it's your name as well. That's cool. Okay. You'd like a general career reading? I got you. You can absolutely request what type of general you're wanting. You want a career, love, self-guidance? You can absolutely request what type of general reading it is. All right. We got that making everything happen for a reason. We have the rise. Your career, I see you going ahead and I don't see you leaving. I see you upgrading from it. What I'm feeling right now, Spirit's letting you know that there's about to be a big raise in your finances. You've reclaimed this energy. You're respecting your peace. You're not brushing your own needs under the rug. What they're wanting you to know regarding your love life, also, because I had to, when it comes out, it comes out. They're letting you know that until you get some things figured out with your career, they have been stalling love. You've been thinking that. You're like, is this, you're like, all this shit is like adding up. And I'm kind of just tired of living through all these fake connections. I just want something real. That's coming, no doubt about it. But before love could be on the table, before you could handle it, this career, this work, this balance has been much more prominent. You were throwing yourself into red flags is what they're telling me in love. So what they're wanting you to know, you're going to power through with work. There's some form of pay raise, acknowledgement, a promotion that's coming your way. And you're going to see, in a way, within minutes after this realization, like just love being placed to you. Okay, Laura. All right, Laura, you wanted a general love reading and you're a Leo. Okay, so right now what I'm seeing in love with you is you're not feeling the highest about yourself. There's a lot of self-blaming you're doing. Nobody's perfect, but you have the world to give somebody, my friend. Okay, there's so much more you need to give yourself the benefit of the doubt for. You are a good catch. And if other people haven't been able to see that, that's a reflection of them, not you. And it's also a divine intervention. Something within you is, again, when I say this, I have no idea. Sometimes when I do readings, I can look and see what a person looks like. Like I can look and I can see. But other times I almost have a shadow of them. And I know when I have a shadow of them, it's because I'm supposed to let you know that everything I'm about to tell you is based off of energy. It's not based off the way you look, your body. I have no idea if you're skinny, if you're tall, if you're short, if you're a bigger person. I have no idea. So this is literally energy. Don't let the ego take any of it. I am hearing that you deal with body dysmorphia. And you are gaining a healthy relationship with food. Whether this was binge eating or not eating at all, etc. Spirit's very proud of you now realizing that food isn't a reward. Food is source. And when you feed yourself true whole foods, the energy, the difference within you it's absolutely insane. Okay, in life, we're not supposed to be perfect, you know, but 80% of the time, the things you're eating should be whole foods, should be nutrient-dense foods. And really what they're wanting you to know is allow yourself to, you've done a really good job, and you need to not be afraid of having sweets. You need to not be afraid of having that slice of pizza or that cake, etc. It's about balance. So your love life, there is nothing you need to change about yourself. You don't need to hit this certain goal and weight. You don't need to, you're more than enough right now. That self-love, I see two people going through the same things. Your divine also has a sense of body dysmorphia, a rocky relationship with food, and I see two people who are going to be able to watch each other grow and encourage and be like, we can do this together. This is beautiful.
Gryffindor!
All right, Alvin. What's up, homie? All right, you wanted to know, why did BW come back into your consciousness in your dream? It was beautiful, even though I was disappointed it wasn't K. You were in a conscious dream, so that was astral projection, because you knew you were there. That's astral projection. Balance. Do you have an unfinished story with BW? Not something you really ever want to ignite, but it was almost like, I feel like it was like a sorry. It was something of her admitting something she wasn't able to give you in the 3D. It feels like a closure. It feels like this astral projection, it wasn't about igniting something back into your lives. It made something that was partially sunny completely clear. You received a download. You received a thank you. And even a sorry, etc. Like, hey, you know, both of us aren't perfect, and we put each other through things, but I'm grateful for you. And I don't feel like I'm stepping on my own shoes, on my own toes anymore. I don't feel like the ground's sticky. I feel like I can glide. This is interesting. Okay, this was a conversation of redemption and closure. This was a conversation that you two weren't able to have in the 3D. And this happens a lot. A lot of times we receive closure from telepathic messages and astral projection. All right, number 5. Alvin, you wanted to know, does K love you? Does K love you? Does K love you? Nothing has changed when it comes to her love for you. But remember, even though she loves you, you guys are still going through the tower moment. She's going to learn how to fall back in love with you. And what I mean by that is there's a difference between being in love with somebody and loving somebody. She loves you. She still feels guarded. She still sees a silver lining. And I still see this rising. She loves you, but she's going to fall back in love with you. All right. All right, Deb. All right, perfect. So, Deb, you did the energy exchange for a question. Awesome. You wanted to know, is the career you're wanting to go towards the right one for you? Deb, is the career that you're wanting to go towards the right one for you? It is, and here's the thing. You got to fight through a lot of malevolent influences that are trying to tell you it's not. I see vain leaders trying to tell you that this isn't the path you should take. Okay, but you're free, malevolent will. When you allow yourself to believe what you want you to see, you're reconnected with Source. Okay, Spirit is absolutely telling you, you follow your dream, you follow your purpose. We're going to catch you. Don't let these people that speak in vain and gave up on themselves and don't see the potential in you because they don't see the potential in themselves. Stop your timeline, your freedom, your sentientness. Listen to that compass. Listen to that inner compass. And I feel like I should do one other card for you as well. the strength to prevail. Wow. Yeah, you're doing phenomenal. You're going to be an inspiring force. I can't tell you how many. I can feel the goosebumps, dude. Whatever you are doing, like it's the energy of a motivational speaker. Even if this is like, you're like, I want to go into a specific career that has nothing to do with that, but it is being a leader. It is leading by example. I just see white and yellow all around you, and white is about purification, yellow is about serenity, home, heart, inspiration, brightness. Like, dude, you are so on the right path. Don't let anybody stop you. All right. Oh, is this pen giving out too? Whenever pens start giving out, guys, no, it's not. There's still quite a bit of time to go with it. Cool. But everything connects. Whenever I see pens giving out on like certain readings, etc., I know that's a bigger meaning. Okay. Number 7. Okay, Jane, thank you for super chatting. Your super chat is not the equivalent of... Your super chat's not the equivalent of asking a question. That's the general. Okay, so I'm going to give you a general life guidance pull. Okay? Jane Scorpio. And she would like to know, will she... Okay. Let's give you a general life guidance pull. Okay, so I do see you're flooding into an energy of celebration. I do see this comes from knowing you can't pick up. The celebration of everything coming to a close. 3 of coins in reversal. Okay, I am seeing where you currently are in your life. You would be throwing away a lot of things you've worked for if you just walk away. And I'm not talking about relationship. It feels like physical objects. It feels like somewhere that it's owed for you to be there. And somebody else you're just kind of allowing to take your stuff. Overgiving. If you're thinking about giving something to a person, if you're thinking of backing away, bowing down, don't. There's something that's yours. Spirit's definitely stating for you, even if this involves like getting it, even if this involves paperwork or getting your lawyer or something to like relook, you know, it looks like something that's supposed to be yours needs to be signed to your name. I keep seeing ink, I see a pen, I see paper that looks like a contract. And something ending up being signed in for you. You own it. Your name. So keep pushing forward. Okay. And let's see if anybody else super chatted since you. Oh, Jess, thank you. You sent a super chat for answering your free question. Thank you. I deeply appreciate that. Awesome. Okay, well, it looks like we don't have any super chatters that we're going to start off with tomorrow. So we'll just go straight into free readings tomorrow. Let's see. All right, so yeah, that's all good. We'll start tomorrow. I'm going to go ahead now and head over to Twitch at UncleBronze Official. I'll make sure that I'm live on there before I end this live stream. If you didn't get your answer here, you still have a chance for 2 epic things. 1, you have the chance to go ahead and get entered in for the free emailed tarot reading that I give away on every single Twitch live stream. Basically, you get to pick one topic. You have 4 pre-selected questions that you can go ahead and see the flow of it. Give me your information towards those questions. And then I send you back the emailed tarot reading within like 10 to 12 days. That's my normal time frame for me to get back to people with the recorded and email readings is 10 to 12 days. And then you also get a picture of your spread. So you have a visual representation while you're reading the results of your reading. The second thing you have is the first 30 minutes of my TikTok, or the first 30 minutes of my Twitch live streams, I do go ahead and give away those free readings. So Twitch UncleBronze Official, you can go right over to my profile right now, go in the bio, and you'll see the link to Twitch at UncleBronze Official there. Let me go ahead now and set this all up over here. Right. Let's see. Community. Perfect. Let's see, roles, community, stream. Put that up. All right, put that up. Is everything plugged in down here? Did I forget to plug it in? Damn, I forgot to plug in all that stuff down there. All right, I'll have to do that really quick before I turn on my webcam. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. My computer just turned off when I did that. Oh boy. Why did it do that? Alright, it's turning back on now. Yeah. Another thing we can go ahead and talk about also while we're here waiting for my computer to be back up is, so I didn't use them today, but I have my own tarot cards. Or I have my own Oracle deck cards. What the crap? You be it. My computer has never done this before. This is really weird. My computer's never done this before. Crap, I need my light. Ow. See if that works. Okay, I think that worked. I had to switch a USB around. No. It's never done that. That's crazy. Okay, well, I'm going to have to log off before I get over to Twitch because I need to use my phone light. Okay. It's always something, guys, isn't it? All right. I'm going to go ahead and log off here, guys. I will be on Twitch as soon as I can. And, yeah, I'll see y'all when I see you. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you for being here.